the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Stage car's off, be ready. Be ready.
Be careful not to spin the tires here.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Bit of a slower takeoff, but didn't launch my car sideways, and that's obviously more important. We are underway. Mark Martin already to the inside of Jeremy Mayfield, looking to make that pass. Mayfield super slow off the corner. Managed to clock in P5 in qualifying somehow. We were like 30th fastest in practice, and then like eighth fastest my first lap, and then my second one it felt great, and there we were, 5th place. So I really don't think we have fifth fastest race pace or anything like that, so we're probably gonna sliding back. We are up front for once. Been a very difficult last couple of weeks. The race at Atlanta was just awful, honestly. It was one of my most embarrassing performances I think I've probably ever done. 42nd on speed alone, and then causing the wreck right at the end of the race is pretty embarrassing, I think. Took out, cost Jeff Gordon a win. He was already playing a little bit in this few opening races. Made Dale Jr. pretty happy though. Yeah, definitely not something I ever want to repeat. Stupid mistake, and also took out LePage. So just thankful I didn't get penalized by NASCAR for it. I think I'm starting to hold everybody up now. Rod and Sterling Marlin behind me. See what I can do about letting them by turn 1 here. I really don't want to be holding people up at all. I'm just letting the whole parade go by now. Here's the last car, and then we'll up in front of Wimmer. Really don't mind doing this early on into the race, because a lot will get taken out, the fastest guys, and I'll be running around people that are running more my pace. We're got a little squirrely there. Lots of shuffling going on there. Sterling Marlin falling back. And Newman as well. Up at the front though, those top 5 cars seem to be running really close together. Kevin Harvick currently up front. This one needs to be a clean race from us. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Got some short tracks coming up, Martinsville and Bristol. Those might get a little messy, so I don't want to just be wrecking people every week. So I've got at least 5 cars behind me now. All getting stacked up, so I want to think about letting them by, but I'm not doing the worst job of keeping up with Mears here and Ricky Rudd. Today's race all about tire management. In one of the roughest races for tire wear. And I was trying to avoid getting our Darlington stripe. I believe because of what I caused at Atlanta, Matt Kenseth ended up finishing second, like the second week in a row. He now has a nice little point lead. Really starting to hold Rumor up. He was looking at my inside off of 2 a lap ago. Straight. I was hoping to get down in front of him, but now we're going to be side by side into this corner, which is always a little messy. If I can get down in front of McMurray. Nice to see Schrader having a decent run here in that 49. Mark Martin up to second now. Started 6th place right beside us. Robert Gordon and Kurt Busch starting to fall off the pace a little bit, so it's just Harvick Martin and Jeremy Mayfield running together. feel they are starting to lose grip with 3 and 4. Definitely correct about us not having anywhere near the pace to run where we qualified. I was gonna get the wall there. Look, our car's stacking up behind me. Johnson there. I think he was the real-life winner of this race. Correctly, so surprised to see him starting more towards the front. But got some pace. He's obviously through the field. Sorry, I looked at the thing wrong. It's actually Nemechek behind us. Johnson is a couple cars behind him.
Inside. Still there, inside. All clear.
Well, there's a couple more spots here. There's Johnson. It's got in him, actually.
Clear hallway.
A little tight through the corner there. Greg Biffle's got to run.
All clear.
I need to look at loosening the car up a little, but that's such a dangerous game to play. Already having stability issues. A little bit of wedge out. Oh my goodness, that was a freeze and a half. It was like the track texture unloaded for a second there. Need to concentrate on not losing it on that number of times here. Busch Series. Alright, right on our tail along with Greg Biffle and Kyle Busch. Really having to slow down the corner because I'm tight in, and then that's speed a lot. Do this weird diamond thing that's not productive. Probably going to try to pit as close to halfway as possible. Already quite worn. Lap time's already 2 seconds slower in just 30 laps. Wall again. Oh man. I'm starting to plow. Despite how much I'm slowing down. Different look to the 99. Now we ever ran a Hot Wheels car that ever since Petty Enterprises closed their Truck Series team that was sponsored by Hot Wheels. Giving a new ride to land with.
Still there, inside. Clear all, buddy.
Oh, I just cannot get back to the throttle whatsoever. Jeff Green behind us now. Hopefully he's not looking for round 3. Got taken out in that wreck, Atlanta, so that was unintended retribution being doled out. Over the 1/3 point of the race, we are back to 28th place. Lapping bound to start soon. Ourselves are 22 seconds behind the leaders. Martin out of the lead, but the other two running about as tightly together as they have been. He's worked his way up to 6th. About 10 laps from halfway. And still right on my tail, and now there's another pack forming up behind us. Or another like 35th or worse on speed, and then this is where we're running. Rough times for Jeff Gordon continue. He's currently 36th place. Slower than Morgan Shepherd. Consider Matt Kenseth also not having a great day.
Still there, inside. Still there, inside. Clear all, buddy. Inside.
And Michael Waltrip up the spot as well.
Still there, inside. All clear.
Almost made some contact with him. Wasn't expecting him to break first. We've been losing nearly a position every lap at this rate. Fourth. It seemed like our long run speed is better than our short run. Our short run honestly was, I guess, a little better because we could get the leaders within view. Definitely not going to be winning any Rookie of the Year awards with this performance. Right now, Casey Kane is performing the best, although Busch, I think, was top 10 or close to top 10 in points. Scott Wimmer was second in points up until very recently, I believe. Best so far. All right, 5 to halfway. So I imagine it's not going to be the greatest time being on fresh tires because I won't be able to run very quickly. Have to deal with trying to get around everybody, which is a little risky here. Will probably help with saving tires if we're forced to slow down our pace. Lapping has begun, so very tight on entry. Have to get out of the gas early and back the corner up more than I ever want to. Shepard has now caught us. Jeff Gordon's going to be glad to see the rear bumper in his distance pretty soon. His wall contact number like 5 or something at the point. Funnily enough, most of them have come out of 2 and not 4. I try to wait until the leaders catch us before I pit, just to squeeze out extra few laps.
Great job, buddy. Done past halfway.
Our front nearly down to 50%. Now the wear is just full. Setup probably not the greatest either, which is no doubt exacerbating that as well. Only 120 through that corner. All right, Kevin Harvick about 4 seconds back. A handful of cars to go before he's lapping us. Belmont behind Shepherd now, about a second back. Mark Martin, less than a second back from Harvick, so this thing is staying pretty competitive. Mayfield's fallen off the base, or maybe he's not as adept at getting through lap traffic. Maybe Shepard's going to shoot up the inside.
Still there, inside. All clear.
Oh.
Inside.
Not going to fight it. I really don't,
Still there,
but
inside.
quite slow.
Still there, inside. All clear.
I'm so paranoid that if I just pit now, I'll wind up just plowing into someone's back bumper heading into 3 as I've done times before here. It's sad that pit stops haven't started yet, but we should be getting close. I imagine we're not. We might as well stay out right now until the leaders catch us. Just in case we get a caution. Alright, Ryan Newman in the pits. I think it's just him so far. Yeah, it is. Alright, and there's some 29 car in the rearview mirror now. We're locked up. Oh, we're sliding. I've got the wall.
Inside. All clear.
My right front's at like 40% now. Are gonna pit this time by now. Enough is enough. They gain now by staying out.
Outside. All clear.
Oh,
Clear road speed 45. 3,500 seconds.
I forgot I was started up front. I'm just like, oh my god, my pit stall is gonna be right here at the end, but no, it is not. Actually, we're pitting right in front of Mark Martin, which is a little annoying.
It's gonna be one can of fuel, one full can of fuel.
We weren't separated by that kind of divider.
Back up, back up. Back
Just
up.
overshot it.
Clear road, buddy.
A little bit of damage repair and
Go.
back out.
Wait for the last line. Clear road speed 45. 3,500 seconds. Dig, buddy.
So hard to turn without spinning on the flat there. Kevin LePage
Leaders on pit road, buddy.
pitting in. Goodness, I was not behind him. Man, this car is wicked loose right now. Bob Labonte had a little inopportune time, but actually going to work out just fine. Whoa! Oh, there we go. There's the Darlington stripe out of turn 4.
Inside. All clear.
I think that's Morgan Shepherd right behind us, so I think we've gained a spot. Let's see this time by. Go 38. Cars are still pitting. Probably going to cost those who stayed out. Hoping for a caution. Casey Cameron, Wallace, and Jeff Gordon. Martin actually ahead of Harvick right now. About 3 seconds. Quite interesting. At 34th. Did quite well for ourselves. Getting when we did. That's Ryan Newman behind me right now.
Inside. Still there.
There's the Rocket and Robbie Gordon. Big run for Robbie Gordon. Mayfield fell back to 6th place. Jimmy Johnson is up to 8th now. Rusty Wallace.
Inside.
Fortunately on my inside, so he will have on the exit. Yeah, up to 31st. Who hit it later, really getting punished for that. Matt Kenseth, Derek Cope on those cars. Man, it feels good to be running this fast again. Still quite tight on the entry.
Still there, inside. Clear low, buddy.
Yeah, it's still not quite where we need the car to be.
Inside.
Love to defend harder, but this car being this
Still there, inside.
right on entry, there's not a lot we can do.
Still there, inside.
And we're gonna let Mayfield here go. He is one of the leaders. Here's coming up behind now. Gonna let him and Johnson go.
Still there. Still there, inside.
Was Andy Belmont.
Still there.
Well as Derek Cope. Alright, but we do have a bit of a reprieve behind us now. Car for position is Scott Riggs. About 4 seconds back, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that interval with 3 laps to go.
Car right there ahead of you, buddy. He was really speeding up the track high down here, 1 and 2. That last run there, just be careful with him.
Shepard up high there with Matt Kensington, I believe, underneath him. I think I'm running turn 1 and 2 pretty flat out. I would be if I had a well handling car, but I'm just still losing time no matter what. I'd say 3 and 4 I'm really struggling, but 1 and 2 still feels pretty solid, and let's track a number of times to know what that feels like. I had to really get out of the gas. Battling happening behind us. Joe Ruttman for position. Kurt Busch. Go this corner.
24. Just be careful, be smart, bud. Inside. All clear.
We've managed to stem the bleeding. As far as positions go, we're not losing much time, if any, to them. Oh. Still getting into the wall there. Actually gained a couple tenths that lap, that's a good sign. Still losing time in front though to Derek Cope and the rest. But at this point, just want this race to be over. Marginally better than last week. Our points predicament is looking more and more grim. We're back to 35th. On the lowest we've been since Daytona. Today's not too much, if any, to help that situation. But every race is a learning experience. We're in this for the long run. Can't afford to get caught up race by race results, just have to focus on season as a whole. It's like we did in the Busch Series, and from the They zero in that one to a championship contender, but up there with them. Just had anything for David Green last season. Funnily enough, the season much the same so far. It's out ahead once again, just like Matt Kenseth in NEXTEL Cup. Might be looking at a couple of repeat winners. Chase format might produce some variance there. Last lap was especially poor. It's about 10ths behind us, so Higgs is now just over 3 seconds back. You can actually see him. Shepard getting further away. It feels like the cars had a bit of a wall. Literally for once. Oh man. Got the wheel absolutely cranked, and the more I have the wheel over the side, the more likely we are to spin. Riggs and Rutman are going to catch us at this rate. We haven't wrecked. That's something to be glad for. Alright, just 10 to go. Here's Ward Burton and Dale Jr. winner. Burton is really moving around. He's had 2 top 10 finishes already, looking for his 3rd on the season. Going from missing the 500 to this is quite the turnaround for sure. Down to 25 cars in the lead lap. And Bob Labonte is also in the mix.
Inside. Still there, inside. Still there.
A little bit of Riggs, so he'll get the spot.
Clear low, buddy. Inside. Still there, inside.
Jeff Burton here. Greg Biffle now the car behind us for position. And Dale Jarrett having a rough day. Jeff Gordon now running 43rd on speed. Back-to-back disappointing days for him.
Inside. Clear low, buddy. Inside.
To check one of the cars that took out last week. Elliott Sadler.
Still there, inside. Bob to go. Just keep hitting those marks. Trying to take care of it. Still there, inside. Clear low, buddy.
I'm just not able to hold any positions. Unfortunately, car is far gone. Whoa! Check up there.
Inside. All clear.
Again. Bill Jarrett. Right front is at like 60% wear already. Oh my goodness. Ricky Craven now, car for position behind, about a second back. Comes, I think, Ken Schrader. Got a run, so.
Inside.
Goodness.
Clear low, buddy.
Knock this thing off the wall.
All clear. Inside. Clear low, buddy. Careful, buddy, that thing gets real tight, okay? Back the corner a little bit, or what you gotta do there. Outside, 2 to go at the line. Stay after him.
Barely have any speed.
One more time, buddy. One more time. Great. Move.
Elmerdine is slow. Slow enough? Don't think so. Alright, this thing just refuses to turn. Finally to the end of the race. Man, what a disappointing day. Lost all our spots that we gained after the pit stops. Who got the win in the end? It was Kevin Harvick over Mark Martin and Bob Labonte. Great run for Jimmy Johnson to come through the field, as well as Bobby Gordon, not known for his oval prowess. We have some work to do if we ever want to turn to the NEXTEL Cup Series.
Your road speed